Dogs, dogs, dogs. Little balls of cute, fluffy fluff. Dogs have appeared periodically within horror games, or more gruesome games, but typically they're not the center focus of them. Unless you're afraid of them, then maybe don't watch this video. I'm going to be talking about dogs. Good evening to all. My name is Sin, and this is Horror and Chill, the lovely web series where I talk about a horror-related topic and the vibes are chill. Tonight's topic, Canine. Canine is a PS1-inspired indie horror game on Steam made by Puko? I hope I got that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Released on May 10th. You play as a kid looking for his dog, Tommy. I hope it's not like Tommy and I'm saying it wrong, but I think it's Tommy. The game is on Steam for $2.99. I got about 2 hours of gameplay out of it, getting both endings. It's a game with two endings, one where you leave with your dog and one where you don't. I got the one where you don't on my first try, and the one where you do on my second. So first thoughts could be, well, Sin, this sounds like your usual indie horror game on Steam. Why did you pick this, of all things, to talk about when you could talk about, I don't know, Amanda the Adventurer? Because, dear viewer, I don't know, man, this looked cooler to me. Also, spoilers for the lore if you don't want that spoiled for you. Because I'm gonna spoil it. The large corporation that seems to be running things is called Umbral, the vet clinic you have to enter to really explore the game. Though you can meet a sad graphic designer and just some guy propped up against a barbershop. Fun little characters. So around the map you can find these magazines. Magazines called The Fused Canine Human Hybrid, an exploration of demigod potential. These magazines seem to detail the study of creating a demigod from human gene splicing with a dog. You know, if one of the biggest horror franchises is about kids that haunt animatronics, I'll suspend my belief for dogs and humans' genes somehow making a god. Or a demi one at that. I mean, god spelled backwards is dog, so maybe they're onto something? In any case, there's about 6 of these magazines, and they tell us just what we're facing. A dog-human demigod creature thing that can alter reality itself, it seems. However, to get to the demigod, they needed a dog. And thus how we ended up in this scenario. While exploring the upper portion of the vet clinic, you can actually see the dogs they had selected for testing. McCree is one of my favorites, because Pastra is terrified of McCree, and it's amazing.
There was a point in time where there looked to be like this tiny little goblin dog, like the crustiest looking little dog.
His name was McCree, get it right!
His name was, well, McCree's not a good dog name, but
Don't you diss the dog's name?
I'm gonna diss the dog's name. He has an insatiable hunger, and they were trying to make him into a god. Yeah, this is a game about scientists trying to turn dogs into gods, and it's really funny, because there's like, some of the dogs are like, I swear to God, if I see like one of the files and there's actually like a chihuahua that they tried turning into a vessel. You're being chased around by a humanoid dog thing.
Actually, it's anthropomorphized. Thank you.
Also, Reuben got stuck, and I somehow managed to get around him. Look at his backside. He looks so funny. He has a tail. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, right. We should talk about Reuben and how he works. Reuben is the dog demigod you have to deal with in the game. He chases you around the large facility while you search for switches you need to open the gate and escape. He's not a hard boss to avoid if you're a total pro gamer. I seem to not be one of those. I died a lot. I think I died like 3 times. Maybe 4. It was a lot. The way you can deal with Reuben if you don't want to hide in the neat little hiding spots they have for you is using your ball. While there is a shotgun in the game, your character remarks he doesn't see why he'd need it, and you can't use it even if you really wanted to. Nope, all you have is your ball for Tommy. You throw the ball and Reuben will stalk over towards it and kinda just stand there. Menacingly. It gives you enough time to run off if you need to. In the only save room part of the game, you can actually get a new ball, which will despawn the other, thus resetting Reuben back on his chase. Talking about Reuben, he's actually a very interesting concept. A demigod dog that walks on 2 legs but has the unnatural proportions of a dog stretched to try and accommodate human looks. And his little tail but pale furry face. It looks like his body couldn't maintain its fur consistency, so its face is the only thing with any type of fur texture. The rest looks almost like mangled flesh and bone, a testament to just how horrific the experiment is. If you think he's freaky as a demigod dog thing, don't worry. They didn't change him a lot, he still got that Reuben charm. I thought he was creepy the moment I laid eyes on him. Reuben! Oh god, Reuben. Reuben's got some pretty fucked up eyes. Oh. That's... okay. Canine is a good game for what it is. An indie horror game not asking for much but giving what it's worth. The atmosphere of the game fits its setting, it's short, sweet, and overall quite fun. It's not some grand jump scare fest. The only jump scare, if you want to count it, is when you get caught by Reuben. The jump scare is a punishment for getting caught. And even when you die, you don't have all your progress reset, you just start off right where you left off. The horror comes from how you need to make sure you are aware of just what's between you and Reuben, the suspense in trying to maneuver around him, and the cryptic nature of the setting you're in, a distorted mess of a vet clinic and a horrible science experiment. And Reuben's not too hard to avoid. He has footsteps and he also has a kind of terror radius deal. That's what I called it, at least. So he's not hard to really avoid at all. I think Canine is a game worthy of people's attention because it's a good game. It plays well. I only experienced the one glitch, and that only happened because I threw the ball into an object that neither I nor Reuben could reach. So, how I'm ending this off, I'd say for you, if you can, to check out Canine. It's a lovely game and well deserving of praise for just how short, sweet, and very well executed it is. Thank you for all your time. Good night. Sweet dreams.